Every single video of me talking to myself goes on YouTube.
How many subscribers
We were cracking. We were laughing at your little side comments. You were laughing.
Well, I didn't bring my pens with me, and so I was trying to do colors, and you couldn't see it, and it was just not going well. Okay, and I was just talking to myself. It's weird when you make a video talking to yourself. Okay.
That's why you're laughing.
That is what I do every day. That's true. At least you comment back there. When you're not here, only the voices in my head comment back. On Tuesday, we went over this answer. I swear we used scientific notation then. I swear we talked about we just subtract the exponents. That's all you had to do was subtract the exponents. So I'm going to show you Aubrey's. His is beautiful and long, and it looks very similar to most people's. He did not just subtract the exponents. He actually changed all of them to a regular number, which we would call standard. No. If they won't, yeah, in standard form, yes. Sorry, I'm being blonde. Yes. And there's nothing wrong with what he wrote. In fact, I'm going to leave it on the screen and read it. It says the answer is 0.005. I know my answer is correct because when you multiply 2 times 10 to the third, you get 2,000. When you multiply 4 times 10 to the fifth, you get 400,000. So to work it out, you have to divide A divided by B. 2 times 10 to the third power is, and then he wrote it again. So he was a little redundant right here. And so you get the fraction 2,000 over 400,000. And then when you divide 200,000 by 400,000, you get the answer as a decimal, which is 0.005. Okay, there's nothing wrong with what he did, except he was a little wordy. Now, do I like wordiness? Yes. But again, Aubrey is given so long on this Aspire. It's going to be very similar to the interims where it's pretty hard multiple choice questions. He doesn't have all day to write a justification question. He cannot use this many words, even if he wants to. He's got to keep it short and sweet, if possible. So I know he has at least one sentence that needs to go. Besides that, his answer is it is a regular, he wrote it in standard form. But, saying all that, I'm going to show you JD's. JD lacks words, but he actually shows he understands some rules of exponents. All this shows is you knew how to type stuff in your calculator. I mean, he did it well. He explained himself well. But JD is actually showing some understanding of rules of exponents. So he wrote 2 times 10 to the third over 4 times 10 to the fifth. He understood. He simplified that fraction. 2 times 10 to the third over 4 times 10 to the fifth. He realized 3 minus 5 was going to be a negative 2, so he put it in the denominator. And he also reduced, he was going to reduce 2 divided by 4. He should have done 1 over 2 and put the 2 in the denominator as well, but I'm still impressed with this. So let's talk about what I would have done, because that's what we need to hear today. Okay, you had A divided by B. You knew A was 2 times 10 to the third. Over 4 times 10 to the fifth. I'm still going to get the exact same answer as Aubrey. But I really have 1/2, 1 over 2. And then JD's right. We can put that 10 to the 2 in the denominator if we want to, because we don't like negative exponents. And I get that. And if you do that, you'll end up getting 1 over and 200. Which is still 0.005, isn't it? Okay. So really, JD was on the right track. But I mean, Aubrey had the answer and he used all the words. So who would you give the points to? I'd probably still give them to Aubrey because he used all the words. JD didn't explain himself any. But what Kiana asked me was the best question yet. So I told you that we never ever allowed negative exponents. And that is, frankly, a lie. There are exceptions to every rule in life. It is okay when we're in scientific notation to have a negative exponent. So like 5 times 10 to the negative 3, all that means is we're going to move that decimal over 3. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to move it to the left 3. You can have a negative exponent when you're talking scientific notation, because a positive exponent means move the decimal to the right. A negative exponent means move the decimal to the left. So it's okay. So if we had written, instead of that weird thing I wrote, if we had written 1/2 or 0.5 times 10 to the negative 2, that would have been okay in this case, because we can allow negative exponents in scientific notation. Okay, now that I bored you with the bell ringer, show me yesterday's. What did you get yesterday? I know you know how to graph the line. If you didn't graph the line, I'm sad. What did you get on number 2 yesterday? Please tell me you did the bell ringer yesterday. What did you get on number 2? B? Aubrey said B. I don't know. Does anyone else have a different answer? Or I forget. Does anyone else have a different answer from yesterday's bell ringer? Okay, again, I see scientific notation when there's exponents. 10 to the 7th, average daily number of items sold over the 5-year period. So did you divide by 5? How did you figure this out? What math did you do? Someone give me some math.
Okay, I plugged in 2.504 times 10 to 7.
Yeah.
And then I got
4, 5, 6, 7.
That's like,
25 million?
yeah, 504 and then 46.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. And then I divided by 5 and it's 7 to 5 period.
Yeah.
And then I got D.
You got D?
Yeah.
That'd be correct. That's correct. There is an easier way though. Don't ever take, like, if you left it in scientific notation, you left it as 10 to the 7th divided by 5. 2.504 divided by 5. Type that in your calculator. Yeah, divided by 5. Yeah.
That's 0.5.
Do you see how you would have guessed the right answer then too?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you would have had way less work.
Either way works, right?
Either way works, of course. Okay, we didn't talk about Tuesday's bell ringer either? Man, I'm off on bell ringers this week. Let's talk about Tuesday. Tuesday's bell ringer said that there was a line and it was at 3x plus 4. I'm going to just make it up. It goes there, boom, 3x plus 4. Am I being perfect with it? No. Okay, and then it says that now there's another line with a y-intercept of negative 3. So I'm going to go to negative 3. I'm going to put another line. If I had to write the equation for this line, what would it be?
Y equals negative 3x.
Is it negative 3x? Because they're parallel.
What?
They're parallel.
It's the same one.
Yeah, so they have the same slope. So it's still 3x, but my intercept's changed. What's my intercept? Yeah, it's 3x minus 3, because it hits at negative 3. Okay, and then, bless your hearts, you've not had geometry, but you're still expected to answer geometry questions on any standardized tests, because that is your life. So is it a rotation, translation, or reflection? Is exactly what it sounds like. You know what rotate means. You know what reflects means. You've seen yourself in the mirror. You know translate means you move up or down or left or right.
What?
Translation.
Because they just moved it which direction? They just moved it down. To go from the red to the orange, they just moved down. How many did they move down total? You were right. They moved down 7. They started off at 4. You go down 4, you're at 0. 3 more, you've gone 7. So the answer is D. D. We translated down. Look, you can do geometry and you've not even had a geometry class. Okay, I will not be here tomorrow, but you still need to for real do the bell ringer. I will write the key and put it in my sub binder if you need to see it. I am that person, especially with number 3. Tomorrow, I'm going to make a note to myself. That would be a great problem for a bell ringer test, let me tell you. If you fix it while I was talking, I'm going to give you a 0. I wouldn't turn it in right this second. Miss Compton will possibly crown you today if you overwhelm her with papers. I would not. Okay. I'm going to say about like 5 more words, and then it's all on you. I need you today to get all the other junk I've listed off done, and I also need you to get the 4 examples done. Yes, you have to do the 4 examples. Why is that? Because you're smart and you don't need me for those. I'm only going to do the 1 example, which happens for forever. But you're still going to help me with it. What is the first in this 2 binomials? What's the first? 3x times 2x is what?
6x squared.
6x squared. Get your life right. 6x squared. Yes. 6x squared. That's where everyone's messing up. Every single time you do first times first, 3 times 2 is 6. X times x would be x squared. Man.
It's, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
It's 6x squared because when you multiply the coefficients together, you get 6, and then 2x's, and when you multiply together, it's x. It's like,
Yes, and I swear that's what I rambled to myself about during that video yesterday, and then I got some of your answers on that multiplying thing, and you don't have 6x squared for that problem. Okay, for outer, what should I multiply? 3x and negative 5. I know it's weird. It makes you do each step one at a time. Go with it. So 6x squared minus 15x. And then what would be my inner?
8x.
4 times 2x, which is 8x. She's correct. And then last, 4 and negative 5, which gives you? Okay, so if I had to put all my answers together, because they didn't leave you enough room for all that, it's 6x squared minus 15x plus 8x minus 20. Is that my final answer?
No.
Why?
You have like
I have like terms I can combine. What do I end up getting? Minus 7x minus 20. Okay. You're all very good at math, but you all continue to make teeny tiny sign errors. Don't suddenly change it to a plus 20 there at the end. Okay, the other 4 are your problems to deal with. I need them in the bucket when you're done at the end of class. Otherwise, I'm going to sit and hand out things because Lord knows I got things to hand back to you and get my life right. Katie's wanting to hand